The Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store, better brands, bigger savings. By Pick and Save, new every day. By Fredericton Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network, providing sports medicine expertise to high school athletes and teams. By Robert Hack Diamonds. Who do you trust when buying diamonds? Robert Hack Diamonds is the answer. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.
Welcome to the home of the Warriors, Muskego High School. Hi, I'm Lance Allen from today's TMJ4.
And I'm Mark Stewart, prep editor of the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. Tonight we got plenty of hoops action on the way, plus we're going to meet a former city conference standout who continues to make a difference in kids' lives. We start tonight's show by meeting a young lady who's been a difference maker on the court throughout her high school career.
Here's Scott Babler with the Boston Store featured student athlete.
There has been some high-level girls basketball talent in our part of the state over the past 15-plus years, but no one has equaled the accomplishment of Whitefish Bay Dominicans Allazia Blockton. Allazia recently became the 16th girl in Wisconsin state history to score over 2,000 points. She's the first girl from southeast Wisconsin to accomplish the feat since 1997. The feat was last done by Racine Park's LaTanya Sims 18 years ago.
To hear that it hasn't been done in such a long time with all the talent I'm playing against and people constantly working hard, and I'm playing against great talent, and everyone's working hard to get score and stuff like that and win. It's just amazing that I was able to do it.
To reach this amazing plateau, a player needs to average over 20 points a game over their entire four-year career. Coach Kevin Schramka knows just how special Allazia has been.
This is what I always was impressed about Allazia. She could play all 5 spots on the floor. I often equate it to having a queen piece on the chessboard. She can go in any direction, diagonal, and when you have that queen on the chessboard, she can do a lot of damage, and that's what usually happens.
At 5'10", the inside game has always come easy for Allazia, but she knew she needed an outside game as well.
I started thinking about college and my future plans ahead, and I'm like, I know girls are going to be way bigger than they are in high school, so I know it's going to be hard to get to the basket, so I started to develop a little mid-range game and to shoot the three a little more and just install confidence in myself and start working on it during practice.
She mastered jump shots. She used to never be a good jump shot, and now she can shoot jump shots too. She beats people off the dribble all the time. She's just grown as such a player.
Allazia is a prolific scorer, but she is number 3 all-time at Dominican in assists, and that's a source of pride.
Well, I just love to get my teammates involved. Of course I like to score, but I feel like it's even better when we're all scoring. It looks better as a team, and we can get farther as a team.
If it's leading someone toward the hoop, or if it's kicking out to the corner. So she's, to me, this year, she's thinking pass before she's thinking shot.
2,000 points was a huge goal, but Allazia has one more dream scenario in her high school career that she'd like to live out.
For me to get a state championship, that'd just be my last and final goal, because all my dreams have came true, because I just dreamed of a moment where I'm just standing in the middle of Green Bay just holding up a state championship, so it'd just be unreal to me.
If you're a fan of Zaya and Dominican, don't go anywhere. In just a moment, we will have highlights of their Midwest Classic Conference showdown against Kenosha St. Joe's.
But right now, here's Colleen Hyder from Boston Store to present Allazia with her award.
Allazia, for all you do in school, for your sport, and in your community, Boston Store is proud to present you with the Preps Plus Student Athlete of the Week Award. Congratulations.
Improve the lighting in your home with Patriot Lighting from Menards. LED tape light is fully customizable and trimmable. This 78-inch tape light is $29. This 118-inch tape light is $39. Update your doors with new levers from TrueBolt. This Borneo Passage lever in an oil-rubbed bronze finish is $14.99. This Victoria Passage lever in a satin nickel finish is $19.99.
Save big money at Menards.
Imagine you're diagnosed with something serious. How far would you go to find the best treatments, the best doctors? 100 miles? 1,000? How about right in your neighborhood? With Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin's Health Network, renowned physicians and breakthrough treatments are practically outside your door. 3 hospitals, over 25 locations, and more than 2,000 doctors, all connected to the region's only academic medical center. Now what is possible is closer than ever. Call to find the right doctor for you.
Save $1,000 on your college tuition. Menards will award 2 $1,000 Preps Plus college scholarships to high school seniors from the 2015 graduating class. To fill out your Preps Plus scholarship application form, please visit jsonline.com/scholarship. Hurry, completed applications must be received by Saturday, March 14th.
Welcome back to Preps Plus, coming to you this week from Muskego High School. It's time for our hoops highlights, and as promised, we're going to start with a clash between the top 2 girls basketball teams in the Metro Classic.
We've also got an excellent matchup in City Conference boys buckets. Here are the Preps Plus highlights.
It's a showdown between the best of the best in the Metro Classic Conference. Number 2 Dominican faces number 1 Kenosha St. Joe's for the second time this season with hopes of redemption, while St. Joe's looks to stay undefeated in conference play. The Lancers took the court with a 16-3 record, 13-0 in conference, while Marquette bound and our featured student athlete, Allazia Blockton, brings the Knights in with a 14-4, 11-1 record. Aggressive on offense, but even more so on D. The Knights attacked right off the bat, pressing the Lancers and making them work to get an open shot. Sydney Cooks would use her height to her advantage, sinking one for St. Joe's. Clean shots weren't easy to come by with both teams playing tough defenses. The Knights work the perimeter trying to get a look, and just when Sydney Jenkins thinks she's in the clear, she is shut down as Cooks comes up with a huge block. As the seconds tick down in the first half, Jayla Harris is found wide open and she pops it in. But wait, the ref adamantly calls it no good. And they head into the locker rooms with St. Joe's on top 20-18. The second half is much like the first, with great intensity. Both teams continued to amp up the pressure, leading to a multitude of turnovers, including this one by Blockton, who steals it, then lays it in for 2. A few possessions later, Cooks comes up with the rebound, cites Starletta Keene, who makes it, and would be the star of the night for the Lancers with a total of 20 points. All night, the Lancers tried to shut down Blockton, and their hard work finally paid off in the fourth when she slapped with her second offensive charge of the night, with just 3 minutes left in the game. This one put Blockton on the bench for fouling out, but she still had a stellar performance, putting up 23 points on the night. The Lancers would remain at the top of the Metro Classic by leading all night and rounding out with a 53-50 victory.
Just 3 years ago, the program was really down. So for us to come in here 3 years later to be conference, look like we're going to be conference champs, is a great feeling.
Time to turn our focus to the City Conference now. It's Riverside hosting Washington. Both these teams have just 1 loss in the league, and it coming to Rufus King. Now, Riverside is the 5th-ranked team in the Journal-Sentinel's area rankings, but the winner of this game Friday night would take over sole possession of 2nd place behind King in the city. On senior night at Riverside, the Tigers were tamed early by a barrage from behind the arc. Washington hitting their first 5 3-point attempts. Demetrius Tillman with a pair, Nate Hubbard-Cole with 3 of his 23 points. Washington up 16 at halftime and by 20 in the third when Riverside starts to chip away. Terrence Lewis inside, he had a game-high 28. That cuts it to 15. Then it's James Bateman all the way to the rack. He gets the roll and it's single digits. Then in the fourth, Riverside does it. Bateman drives and dishes to Lewis. The finish puts Riverside in front 64-63. Minute and a half left now, Riverside down 1. Melvin Lee picked off by Hubbard Cole. That's an overlay, but T. John Lucas is there, 74-71 Burgolders. It's 74-73 with 15 seconds left. Riverside goes to Bateman. He's fouled and hurt on the play, so he's got to come out. In comes Donald Henderson. He's got to shoot 2 free throws. His first ties it, but he misses the second. However, Riverside gets the ball out of bounds. Tigers with a chance to win, and Washington fouls Omari Johnson. Johnson goes to the line, misses the first, but hits the second. 75-74 Riverside. Washington has to go the length of the floor. It's in the hands of Lucas, and he gets it. Lucas hits the game winner. Washington, who let a huge lead slip away, wins a candidate for Game of the Year. Washington 76, Riverside 75.
When he first passed it to me, I looked at the clock down there, and then as soon as I got to half, I looked again to make sure I had enough time to get to the lane, but I saw that I could make it, so I went to all the way.
He carrying his team right now. Them guys believe in him. I love their hard work. That's a big-time shot, man. I can't take the credit for that. That young man is a gamer, and I'm so proud for him.
Muskego's boys basketball team has been enjoying a tremendous season.
The Warriors held the top spot in the Class 8 conference heading into their showdown with Arrowhead Friday night. Here's Scott Babler with the Menards Game of the Week.
It's been quite the ride for Muskego this season. The Warriors won just 6 games all last year. This year they stand 18-1, and with a win tonight, they'll clinch at least a tie for the Classic 8 title. But standing in their way is Arrowhead, just 1 game behind. The Warriors in full attack mode in the first. Callahan Schultz with a strip, and Michael Vidmar with the finish as Muskego jumps out early. Then it's Brandon Glant driving the baseline for the deuce as the lead hits 9. Later, it's Vidmar from downtown. This 3-ball caps a 21-2 run as Muskego leads 23-9 after 1. But the second quarter was all Arrowhead as the home team got the hot hand. Here's Bryce Enzi with the pump and go. Then it's Travell Cunningham with the swipe and the hoop. This part of a 30-6 Warhawk run. Finally, with the half running down, it's Cunningham with the no-look pass to Brian Willman. Believe it or not, Arrowhead now leads at the break. But the Warriors regain their shooting touch in the third. Thomas Anderson rings the bell for 3, and we are tied. Then, as the quarter runs out, Vidmar from 35 feet. Muskego grabs the lead as we head to the fourth. Back come the Warhawks. John Mack to Ben Seatbelt for the easy 2, Arrowhead up 4. But the sharp-shooting Warriors have the last say in this one. Caleb Wagner rattles in this 3 to put Muskego back on top. Then it's who else but Vidmar from the top of the key. He had a game-high 27 as the Warriors hang on for a 59-55 win. They clinch a share of their first conference title since 2007.
Games like this just prepare us for the playoffs. We know the playoffs, they're gonna be a tough time. It's gonna get crazy loud. Fans are gonna get nuts. They're gonna try to get in our heads. We just gotta keep playing and can't let it affect our game.
I'm sure there wasn't a lot of people picking us, but the kids had faith in what we were doing, and we had a really talented junior group with a nice group of seniors, and I think the biggest part is chemistry, and they play together, they play hard.
Our basketball bonanza will continue after a timeout as we meet a sharp-shooting Milwaukee Buck and catch up with our team of the week.
Hey, you're following us on social media, right? If not, please do so. Each week, we'll let you know what we will be covering. Preps Plus will be right back.
When you time things right, food tastes better. At Pick and Save, we start with quality products, like our full line of USDA Choice Black Angus beef, selected for exceptional tenderness and rich flavor, then cut fresh daily right here in our stores. Doing what matters for your family, every hour, every minute, every meal. Pick and Save, new every day.
When you're diamond shopping, variety is important. At Robert Hack Diamonds, we'll show you multiple diamonds side by side underneath the microscope and show you what to look for when buying a diamond. GIA graduate gemologists are on staff for expert diamond grading. Robert Hack has affordable prices on all diamonds, including diamonds certified by the GIA. Need a mounting for your diamond? Our selection is huge. Buy your diamonds today at Robert Hack Diamonds or visit roberthackdiamonds.com.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Jared Dudley's play on the court this season might make him a fan favorite, but it's been his interactions with fans on social media that's endeared him to those who cheer the Deer.
Dudley is our guest as Pick and Save presents From Preps to Pros.
I mean, once you get to year 6 or 7, you start feeling like you're more of a vet in the league. This is year 8 for me.
A 29-year-old husband and father of 3, Jared Dudley's off-court life is much different than that of younger teammates like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but Dudley is certainly glad to be on the court with the youngsters.
It's a different experience that I like, because in my next career of coaching or whatever I want to do with, it's something I got to be able to explain and talk to the younger generation, so it's a good first step.
Just checking Jared Dudley's Twitter account here. Like so many athletes, Dudley is very active on social media. He sees it as a great way to communicate with fans about basketball and other things. And Dudley is not afraid to touch on controversial topics.
I try to make it realistic. Negative feedback, sometimes you play bad, or if you say something that someone didn't like. Talk about everything, and I try to be politically correct, but sometimes even when you're politically correct, you're always going to have opinions, and it doesn't mean I'm right or they're right or wrong, and it's just you express it and let the forum decide.
Dudley starred at Boston College and is now playing with his 4th different team in the NBA. He found his inspiration at home as a kid.
For me, it was just my mom raising 2 kids and just telling us to reach your dreams, reach your goals. And so for that, it was just, she made everything easy around us, and the only thing we had to do was just go accomplish them. So for me, it was easy for me to just go set my sights on making the NBA, and that's what I did.
Someday when his playing days are over, Dudley says he may want to be a coach or a broadcast analyst. He says pros are people who truly apply themselves.
Well, a pro to me is someone that works on their craft day and night, season and off season, and knows how to conduct themselves. And just, you could be a professional athlete, but not a pro. And the reason people don't understand that is because some people are just God-given talent. You're 7 foot, you're close to the rim, you can become a pro, but it's being on time, putting in the extra work, getting there early, staying after, being a good teammate.
Just like Muskego, the Marquette University High School basketball team has been on quite a roll through this season.
April Boblin checks in with the Hilltoppers, our Robert Hack Diamonds Team of the Week.
Ending the 2013-14 season with an 8-15 record, the Marquette High basketball team made some changes going into this season, including a new head coach and a mindset, which has them sitting at the top of the Greater Metro Conference.
Building a program, under new leadership under Coach Kovalevsky, he brings just the mentality of just being focused all the time. You'll see he always stresses defense. Defense, the intensity of bringing the defense, because he knows if we play hard on the defensive end, that'll transition to, the offensive end. And, he brings the community aspect too. He really wants us, he encourages us to go to team lunches, just be a community, be a team. So, that's what I really think he brings to the table. He just brings, a positive attitude.
It is the positive attitude and closeness of this team that the Hilltoppers believe has led them to their success so far this year. But it is also their ability to react and use their athleticism on the court.
This team has a lot of grit. We haven't started strong a lot of games, and they've really, I think, a sign of a good team is when their back's against the wall and they're able to kind of come through. There were a number of games where we were down late and guys kind of came together, stepped up their defense, created some turnovers and some guys hitting some big shots. And so I think as the season has gone on, they've kind of mustered that kind of intensity when they've had to, you know, as a coach, you want to try to strive for a little bit more consistency, so you're starting strong, so you're not putting yourself in the position to be kind of with your back against the wall where you're having to do some things different. But again, a sign of a good team, one that kind of trusts one another and they're able to get after it a little bit, and I think part of that is they react when their back's against the wall.
Marquette has already clinched a share of the conference title, and although they work hard in practice and play hard on game days, they always seem to keep it light.
It's a really great group of guys, and we're all friends, so we like to mess around sometimes, maybe a little bit more, but it's just the team dynamic this year, kind of. So when it gets to games, we try to tone it down, but overall, it's just a lot of fun people and a lot of characters on this team. My favorite part about being on the team is the guys that I play with and the coaches that we have, because it's just a really great atmosphere and it makes it fun to play.
Congratulations, Hilltoppers, on being this week's Robert Hack Diamonds Team of the Week, and best of luck to you on the rest of your season.
We at Preps Plus are proud to welcome back Craig Harden.
And when we come back, Craig will check in with a former City Conference standout who loves to make a difference in kids' lives.
Timing. Pick and Save knows how important it is. Whether we're flying today's catch in from the coast or stocking produce from a local farm, faster is better. We know how important your time is too. That's why we now promise you a faster and friendlier checkout every trip to our store. Pick and Save. New every day.
When you're diamond shopping, variety is important. At Robert Hack Diamonds, we'll show you multiple diamonds side by side underneath the microscope and show you what to look for when buying a diamond. GIA graduate gemologists are on staff for expert diamond grading. Robert Hack has affordable prices on all diamonds, including diamonds certified by the GIA. Need a mounting for your diamond? Our selection is huge. Buy your diamonds today at Robert Hack Diamonds or visit roberthackdiamonds.com.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
What if you had a serious illness, but you never lost hope? That's how you'll feel at Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin's Health Network. Here, specialized teams of experts focus entirely on you, top to bottom, inside and out, looking at every treatment option, involving you in every decision. Our comprehensive academic approach puts you at the center of it all, giving you the hope you need to turn what-ifs into what is possible.
Get a great night's sleep with Serta mattresses on sale at Menards. Right now, the Serta Marshbrook Memory Foam Queen Mattress is just $549. And this Summer Court Pillow Top Queen Mattress is $649. Plus, buy any Serta mattress and receive a free box spring. Update your bedroom with Dakota Furniture. A 2-drawer nightstand in a white finish is just $79. A 5-drawer chest, also in a white finish, is $145.
Save big money at Menards.
The ACL is the anterior cruciate ligament. It's one of the 4 major ligaments in the knee. It prevents rotational instability of the knee. Females playing basketball and soccer are 7 to 9 times more likely to tear their ACL than a male playing the same sport. Really, the only way an athlete can prevent an ACL injury is to go through a strength training program. That program needs to incorporate strengthening of the hamstrings, training the hamstrings to fire more quickly. That program also needs to incorporate jump training. The goal is to prevent the athlete from landing from a jump in a position that puts their knee at risk. We want to prevent that rotational injury to the knee. The recommended treatment for an ACL injury in a high school athlete is going to be reconstructive surgery. Athletes can get back to their sport in 6 to 8 months.
For more information, visit Froedtert.com/sports.
Jose Winston knows a lot about winning, but the former Milwaukee Vincent standout also places plenty of emphasis on being successful in life.
Craig Harden has Jose's story in the Preps Plus Spotlight.
In honor of Black History Month, Preps Plus would like to recognize those individuals in our community who are making a difference. And Kenosha St. Joe's boys basketball coach, Jose Winston, is who we spotlight. Since his freshman year in high school at Milwaukee, Winston, Jose Winston has been a leader. Jose led his teams to 3 straight boys state basketball championships. Coach Winston has always been a positive role model, doing things the right way, never taking any shortcuts. So as we celebrate Black History Month, we sat down with Coach Winston.
My role models have always been the people in my community and the people that have helped me strive to do something positive. My first role model would have been a guy who actually really helped me develop a work ethic when it comes to basketball and just being able to persevere through a lot of things. His name was Craig Harden Sr. He's the one guy that really made me want to play this game and made me want to coach this game.
And Coach Winston knows being in the educational field, it can directly influence and mold young minds.
Get an opportunity to run across all different type of young men and women. So, you know, I just feel it's my responsibility to try to be the best role model that I can be and hopefully steer them into giving back to their community and to young people also.
Really, it's an honor to play for a coach like him because you really want to play your heart out every game for him because he's just an incredible guy and really tries to build young men, and it's definitely helped me grow as a person. And I know a lot of people before me have definitely grown from his teaching us the game of basketball and life.
And some of those same skills and teaching Coach Winston is passing along to his current players. There was a certain club Jose Winston was involved in growing up that helped shape who he is today.
Well, words can't express what the Boys and Girls Club meant to me. I tell people all the time, if it wasn't for the Boys and Girls Club, I probably would either be dead or I would be locked up. The Boys and Girls Club taught me the different values that I need to go about in life and to go about to be a positive role model in life.
And Jose Winston positivity has rubbed off on the Kenosha St. Joe's basketball program.
We had a great time here at Muskego this week, and we hope that you enjoyed the show tonight.
And be sure to watch us every Sunday night at 11 on TMJ4. Till next time, this man right here is Lance Allen.
And this is Mark Stewart. Thanks for watching Preps Plus.
The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel's Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store. Better brands, bigger savings. By Pick and Save. New every day. By Fredericton Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network. Providing sports medicine expertise to high school athletes and teams. By Robert Hack Diamonds. Who do you trust when buying diamonds? Robert Hack Diamonds is the answer. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.